you. Oh, did you see what Wizards of the Coast announced, Ryan?
Their OGL announcement?
Yeah. Not only did they are they leaving 1.0A alone, they're making the 5.1 SRD Creative Commons. Like they made it Creative Commons. They posted it. It is now Creative Commons,
They
which is
know.
more open than they were before. My curiosity now is D&D 1 not going to line up with 5e as much?
Right.
Like
I
are they
don't
going to
know.
revisit that and make that? Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Tentatively forgiven. That's how I feel right now.
I mean, if I'm sure they feel like if only we could go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
like
not send that out.
there are ways to monetize Dungeons and Dragons that they haven't done.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure. I mean, the cartoon they're bringing out. I mean, fucking make your own fucking dice and miniatures, and
right.
I mean, you have source books. Fucking make a 5e My Little Pony source book. That's Hasbro based. I mean, like,
And
fucking
football Elminster. Wouldn't you want that in your basement?
yeah. Call up Disney. Say, hey, do you want to do a Star Wars 5e book?
Make
Although
those
Fantasy Flight Games has that.
big wall decals. You know,
Yeah.
like football players, but like famous TSR characters.
Famous TSR characters or like a beholder or a fucking dragon or
Right.
interesting thing is that Wizards makes more money than Hasbro, so it's like that always just boggles my mind because it came from a point of pure greed at that point then.
Figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Norman went live.
Well, I hear the music, so
Yep.
all right, Randolph Ruby Fist. Are you gonna level up today?
Are we gonna get through this?
I don't know. Depending on this priest, I guess.
Yeah.
Is season 2 exciting you as much as season 1, John, of Vox Machina?
More so.
Oh yeah.
Like it is like before it was kind of uh this is happening, go handle this. Uh this season is this is happening, you can't handle this. You need to go become more powerful to handle this. So there's a journey to become more powerful and there's a bit more backstory and focus on individual characters instead of the group this time, which is really, really cool to see some of that.
Awesome.
Some things I wasn't expecting, some characters I wasn't expecting to see. The voices are fucking amazing. The guy that does the voice of Thordak the Cinder King is the guy that is the voice of Zavala in Destiny 2. I'm like, I know this voice. Where the hell is this voice from?
Wow.
I'm like, it is so damn, like, I've heard this voice for hours on end. Where did this voice come from? I looked it up and it's Zavala. I'm like, holy shit.
That's funny.
Let's see, that's brilliant. All my different notebooks I have for note taking. I think I should label this with a marker. No,
Yeah.
don't hear any music now. Was that on the other channel? Or the other account, I should say. It's not. I have sound effects on. Wow, it's strange going through this notebook and seeing all the notes from Icewind Dale. JD McGillicuddy and Jackson Daniels. When you went to the prison.
Sometimes the players need to think of names in a hurry, just like the DM.
Yeah. Oh, hell, I forgot to keep doing that. Or did you guys break it? The hunger curse? That had you wanting to keep eating? That was supposed to affect you guys every 12 hours.
I don't recall.
There it is. Investigators Part 1. Oh, and there was a cursed necklace on Crixus's neck, too. I don't think we ever took off.
I mean, probably.
Oh, the problem is it keeps tightening. That's the curse. I imagine that when you got back to town, it would have been different. Or it's completely up to you. I mean, it could not be taken care of, and maybe we'll find Crixus dead.
I mean, that would be a good storyboard.
Tied down in bed.
Probably have a 12-year-old son.
Yeah. Yeah. With Marta. Oh my god, yeah, they just turned into a goat and done some stuff.
Uh-oh.
I did when you first turned it on, but now it's...
I hear it on Twitch. I don't hear it. But I hear it on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't hear it in the podcast or the sound effects channel. True story, brew. And there's genius. Ah. I got nothing from you. Are you? Son of a bitch. Wow.
Uh-oh.
No, the new Tyranny of Dragons cover art. Because they took the 2 volumes and put them together into one book and released it as a special edition. And now, like 6 months later, they're releasing it as just a normal edition book. It's fucking gorgeous. It's Tiamat in a crowd of like soldiers. It's fucking cool. Yeah, that's gonna become my background. Save image. Save. Good morning, Jeffrey. Did you see Wizard's announcement? I love it. I love what they did. I have a bad feeling that this means that D&D 1 will not be compatible with 5e. Okay.
Twitter channel or whatever, and they had a meme. I think it was from Breaking Bad, and they listed all the stuff that they did to basically alienate the fans. And at the end, it was kind of like we could have just done nothing kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
That was amusing.
It is like the movie. What movie is that? Burn After Reading. Like if you watch Burn After Reading, the end of the movie, the state of the world at the end of the movie is exactly the same as the state of the world in the beginning of the movie, except there are 2 people that die over the course of it, and they are basically cancerous on society style people. So the world actually got a little bit better, but nothing changed. It's about the state of things. Like, for the rest of the characters in the movie, everything's exactly the same in the beginning as it was in the end. Other than, I think, the one main character ends up with some money. And it's like, she could have just been given the money in the beginning, and none of that would have happened. It's a dark comedy. I got to the end of the movie, and I started laughing. And I was watching it with Cass, and she looked at me, she goes, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, think about it. Think about everything that happened. Think about where the world was in the beginning, where the world is at the end. And everything that happened in the middle to all these people. And the only thing that really changed is these 2 bad people died. That's fucking hilarious, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
2 bad people died, and she got some money. And we're not talking about millions. I think we're talking about she wanted like $5,000 for a boob job or something like that. God, it's just, oh, that movie's so good. Brad Pitt's amazing in that movie too. Excuse me. Did you see the new Tyranny of Dragons cover artwork? Yeah.
I don't know if I did. I feel like I might have.
Let me do this, because I've mentioned this twice now. Where's my files? Because I just saved it. Let's see. Pictures. Paper. There it is. Okay. Let me go into... I will throw it in the 2 Nerds 1 Quest chat on Discord. If it will let me. There we go. Yeah. Otherwise I could have, yeah, no, actually that's probably the easiest way for me to throw that there. He's fucking cool.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I like him.
the market.
Good question.
We gonna kill a priest and gain a level? Is that the plan?
Something like that.
Yeah, maybe. It'd certainly hit the priest in the head again. Maybe knock
I
him
don't know.
out.
I feel like the priest has plans for somebody.
Fucking apocalypse. What he wants.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a strong possibility.
Some people just want to watch the world.
Correct.
Oh, is my voice correctly echoing now?
No,
You sound good on Discord.
Yes. Yes.
I'm great in this. On Twitch it is? Okay.
On Twitch, you were crackly.
Maybe possibly now it's not?
Could just be puberty.
Sounded fine.
Oh,
It is fine now.
Unique curling. Oh, which curling? Oh, okay. This one I can get rid of.
Are you deleting characters?
Yes, I am. Because I have so many characters. Well, I have a lot of like extra characters and shit.
What
I
you
had
need to
two,
do
I
is-
had two Curlins. There's one that's assigned to the Two Nerds One Quest campaign, and one that isn't. And the one that isn't is level 1. It's like, okay, that's just the level 1 ranger I was fucking around with. And I have 2 characters for Dave's campaign. I still have Ellie, Flip, and Ray, and Axe, and Martin, and Curlin. I have 8 characters now. I was just deleting a copy of Curlin.
I mean, do you want to know how many I have in my D&D Beyond?
It said hundreds, didn't you?
I mean, I've probably had hundreds total, but currently
I gotta go make Diego again.
actually
actually-
103.
Wow. I gotta make Diego, I should say. I have a bunch of character ideas that I flesh out and make. Oh, excuse me. Let me view this and edit this and give her a picture.
Gesundheit?
Under dark mode. You are a ranger, so you should not be red.
So,
Let's see here. Where am I?
so we've been averaging about 3 sessions per level for this this adventure. So if that
Sounds
stands
about right.
for another
Test.
level, we
Your
go.
Sounds good.
Or cloud. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Then I need a book.
Theoretically, 4-ish sessions from now, we could be doing something different.
I don't hear you echoing at all now.
Now I don't hear you at all. No. Not on Twitch.
That's not good.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you in my one ear. I don't hear you in my other ear.
I love the Gooch. Do you hear me? And like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
that
don't
was
hear you. Wait,
very
if you didn't hear me,
interesting.
then how did you know that I asked you if you could hear me?
Exactly.
I want to have a little Tom Norman stereo surround sound.
That's
Yeah, I'm back on
The
Twitch.
the late night DJ, low voice, whispering in your ears.
Oh yeah.
Everything sounds good.
Oh, I need to change her background because that does not change sheet appearance backdrop. It's currently set to ranger. I need to change it to something woodsy.
Something woody.
Woody, yeah, woody.
I'll give you Woody.
Will it buzz?
Come around in those shorts. Hell yeah, you will.
Dark green. Ooh, that's interesting.
So last week you had your dice on a separate camera.
Yeah, I didn't turn that on this week.
I was just thinking that if you had a screen that had the dice, our dice roll, for D&D Beyond, that little window.
Oh, the log.
Yeah, the dice log.
That
I
would
tried
actually
that
be kind of
once,
fun.
and it
I
didn't
think-
work
I think-
very well.
Yeah, I think you tried it once. I think you have to have a full like it would have to have its own window. It probably would be in the way. You could maybe get like 3 rolls worth. I don't know. Just a thought, because it, we typically announce our rolls, but
Mm-hmm.
it'd be kind of cool to have have a record for the people at home.
Yeah, I'm kind of lacking screen space
Yeah.
because really what I'm doing is I'm capturing my D&D Beyond sheet.
Oh, what you'd probably have to do is have a second character in the same campaign on a different screen.
Yeah.
And then
and another computer.
Yeah, and have the only thing that one's doing is have its dice roll log open.
Share
And
screen.
then hire an assistant to roll the dice for you.
I could pull up my laptop and actually put
Share screen as
share screen as an account
as
and
a separate
do that. So
Discord.
it's a different source for him.
It would make it could change the picture size for us if there was an
Yeah.
extra Discord.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's
So-
be honest. I can barely get the audio to work.
Fair.
All right. All right.
Honestly, I think if we just have some nice, like, the sound effects are cool and all, and they're fun when you hit them, but we aren't hitting them all the time. I think just setting atmosphere music is enough, especially when you're DMing.
But yeah,
Um,
I haven't been hitting sound effects
And so, like, honestly, I would scale it back and drop it so it's just music and have the different, and not even a ton of music. Just have one nice track for when we're just exploring social, or maybe 3. So you have a city track, a woodland track, and then like a combat track and a dungeon
So-
track, maybe 4.
Pretzel is the music, and Sirenscape is everything else. That's the ambient, that's the sound effects. That's all coming from one source.
So that's the creepy music comes from Sirenscape. I think you could honestly drop Pretzel and use Sirenscape. There's probably a tavern music that you could use in place of the Pretzel music. That would represent the Belching Dragon. Just a thought. Trying to simplify things for you. I appreciate everything you're trying to do. It's insane, and I think about it myself and go, I don't even want to go to that level.
Can you hear this music at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have our intro music. We have a good track. The podcast sounds great. Ryan, for whatever reason, when you're backing up, the software is not picking up your face when you back up like that. You're just blurry. Yep, there you go. Arms.
There's something NSFW going on there. It's blurring out.
I know Ryan saw it because he liked it on Facebook, but my daughter last night, her show choir, they were grand champions at Sauk Prairie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fucking
That was
cool.
cool. It's very cool.
Oh, me and Ben were watching the stream on the couch, and they announced it, and he's like, "Let's go." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was like fist pumping. So freaking cool. At Sauk Prairie too. That's an invitational, and that's a really like they're known for their show choir program stuff. So I'm super excited and super pumped and super proud. Their show choir competition that they host is next weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Nice work, John.
I may or may not show up, so if you're there, look for me.
Yeah, for sure. I saw your last weekend. I saw your brother and sister-in-law. That would be awesome if you guys showed up. That would be super cool. I am thinking. The more I'm thinking about, it, the more I think I'm just gonna go all day. I may volunteer for if they still need volunteers.
Volunteer at the snack shop. I'll find you there.
Yeah, I tended to shy away from volunteering for the show choir stuff because I was Ben's soccer coach for 15 years. I was like, no, some other parent can volunteer now. I have enough parent volunteering. But now Ben's not playing soccer, and it's kind of like, okay, maybe I should. So I might take a shift. And that seems to be a spot that they need at a shift is that the parent booth, or not the parent booth, the snack booth.
So you're talking about the bar.
The parent snack booth, yeah, the bar.
You guys keeping up with the Legend of Vox Machina?
I watched it, and now they announced the Mighty Nine as well. It's going to be another cartoon series. Oh, I'm amped about that. That's going to be so good. Because I liked Campaign 1. There are some things I really, really liked about Campaign 2. And I am so far behind in Campaign 3 right now that I keep thinking, just focus on that. You're re-listening to books you've listened to tens of times. listen to Critical Role, get caught back up. Things are getting crazy for them now. There are more shows and stuff like that.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
All right. How do we feel about life?
I need to get more coffee.
Yeah, one coffee run.
Yep, and then I'll be ready to go.
One coffee. Oh, there it was. This is some interesting music.
It's 8-bit. It's called Bugbear Battle. It's basically 8-bit.
And it stopped. Oh, no, it didn't.
Yeah, I think it's just it's on a loop. It is the 8-bit version of this. Kind of a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
That never gets old to me.
You get the Wilhelm scream on the queue up.
That's one I don't have.
It's fun on Wednesday nights. All deaths are queued to a sound effect, and it's queued to the Wilhelm scream. So every time we defeat an enemy, that sounds like a level up.
Definitely a level up.
I don't know if it was in Sirenscape or if it's one of the files that he pulled in separately.
How's that for creepy?
Yeah, we don't want to run into that.
It's much easier to play with sound effects when you're not the DM. In case anybody was curious.
No, you mean like when you were running audio and John was DMing, then you can be like finding the sounds and.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Da, 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 da. Is that the sound for long rest?
Long rest.
Yeah.
I haven't that one's called Victory. I haven't pulled up the soundboard that had the the Final Fantasy one in a hot minute. I'm sure I don't have that on this computer. Message for you, sir.
Feeling better this morning?
Are we in Owlbear Rodeo again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Owlbear. Yeah, I'm good. It's just a sore throat and a little bit of a headache, but that's yes. Basically, for me, it was just a giant head cold with a sore throat and a headache.
Well, odds are good as you're DMing today, you won't even remember that you have anything. Because you'll be busy.
BZ.
Busy keeping Vok in line.
I don't have any more wild shapes left, so no more goats or walruses till we get at least a short rest.
How come I only see me and DM Norm listed under the party on Owlbear? Is that confusing?
I think mine might have just timed out. Hold on.
Oh.
John, now do you see me?
Yep,
Yep.
you're in. I'm assuming John just didn't join.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I had it all zoomed in and everything, and it forgot.
Zoom this. And also, a side note, I'm not sure how far we're gonna get into the second story if we do it all. Just because A, I haven't read that much into it, and B, I don't have the maps. But we can kind of get started and
Sure.
To RP a little bit on the way in.
Which Genius did you decide?
Yeah, I think we gotta go forward. So
Go forward with what?
Your mom.
your mom.
Okay.
Spit roast!
Ooh. Yeah. You gotta talk to her about that. I mean,
That's a mom issue.
she's her own woman. If you do not tell me.
You're a good son. You're a good
We'll invite you to the wedding.
If you're nice, we'll even let you usher.
Yeah. Ursher, baby. Ursher.
Ursher.
All right, let's
Me
do
and
this.
Ursh once more, and we leaves him dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed.
Yeah.
Seems weird to sing that lyric, and the conversation had been about my mom previously.
Uh-huh.
You just brought that full circle for us.
Yeah.
I sent you a message in Messenger.
It's a less enthusiastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slide the camera. That doesn't fuck your shit up. I need to hold there up.
That's true.
Yeah, you do.
Join game.
Boom.
Oops, there's no spaces in any of this.
Yeah, now when I click on it, it automatically like autofills.
Uh-oh. I'm alone.
Give it some time.
No one was looking.
You typed in the password?
I was all by
thinking of
myself.
you.
Yeah, it's
Is it
still
the right
that.
map?
refreshing.
Did you spell it?
There it is.
Spell it right?
I just
Boom.
need to. I hit refresh and it
There you
popped
go.
up.
Yeah, mine somehow clocked out.
That's weird. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to this corner. Oh fuck yeah, that's I'm at the end of what? Oh, I'm on Curlin still on DDB. I clicked my spells. I have no spells. What the fuck?
No, you really don't. I mean, you got some cantrips.
Yeah.
I believe you tapped out completely of
I-
spell slots and any other slot you, I think, have.
Yeah, I believe I am. Spells. My firsts are gone. My seconds are gone. Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, so I got cantrips. Cantrips and my staff.
That's a nice staff.
Features and traits. Yeah, my favorite by the gods is gone. My sorcery points are gone. I'm doing well, guys.
All right.
Are we live? Are we? Did we go?
Let us do this show called D&D.
Life.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Nerds One Quest. I am your host and DM Norm. Oh, joining me with the Mystery Machine shirt directly below me with that fancy ass swag in the hat. Ryan Kukta. How you doing, Coach?
I'm first today. How you doing, Tom?
I am fan freaking tastic and looking like a weird hunched over sorcerer type
Red
person,
Hood.
I guess.
Priest of Monty Python collecting the dead bodies
Oh.
or walking around with the boards.
I'm
Stacking
getting
themselves
better. That is
Hmm.
Mr. JC. How you doing, John?
I am doing well. I'm drinking from the D&D mug in honor of the peace offering Wizards made earlier in the week.
Accurate.
Trusting but keeping an acute eye on the situation.
Speaking of cute eye,
Speaking of cute eye, the man whose future is so bright he's got to wear shades, or
Oh my
his
God.
character is just so hungover that
Yeah.
he himself has to wear shades. Is one Jeff Williams. How you doing, genius?
excellent this morning.
Oh, that was perfect.
It's good times. It's Sunday morning.
Oh, now
So-
I want to do something crazy every morning when we
Costume changes,
Yeah. So is it you that's hungover, or is it just your character?
just character.
Okay. How about
Yeah.
a recap and a limerick? Are those hungover
Sure.
or just hung?
Not sure about over. Yeah.
Well, that reminds me.
So last session was entirely combat. The priest brought in 4 skeletons and spirit guardians. So while Axe and Rand were taking out the skeletons and dealing some damage to the priest, Vok turned into a giant goat and got stuck in a hole. The priest is trying to perform some kind of a ritual using a skull. Axe and Rand continue the beat down. Vok finally got out of the hole, did 2 points of damage. Rand attacked the skull and found that there was a glowing emerald inside, and we ended with Father Baird threatening. That's a nice short recap. So here's your limerick for the week. While goat-Vok falls out of view, dwarves dispatch skeletons 2 by 2. When things don't go as planned, Father Baird says to Rand, "This will be the end of you."
Accurate summary.
That is
Accurate
work.
summary.
100% accurate.
I mean, you almost didn't need to give us the summary. You
No.
could have just read the limerick and it would have
I
been
know.
perfect.
I know.
Nice work.
That's what happens when you have a full session of combat. It's like
Yeah.
it's Christina's notes in her other games too. When it's a full combat session, like she's got a paragraph. When it's a role playing session, she's got like 4 pages.
Yeah. So, just as a not a recap, but kind of a setting the stage, and Tom, feel free to correct any of this. Axe is sitting with pretty much all slots spent, but he did deal quite a bit of damage with some twinned guiding bolts. He has taken no damage so far. Rand is risking the Spirit Garden damage to do some hammer smashing, as he is the Dynamite Rand. Vok has been a comedy of goat errors and not very effective. And the priest has taken 37 damage, lost his 4 skeletons, and he is not happy.
Unhappy.
That all seems really, really accurate.
Boom.
Boom.
And I think it's the priest's turn.
Yep. It is Father Baird, upon seeing Randolph Rubyfist bang on the skull, is
All
very...
day.
What's that?
Bang on the skull all day.
He doesn't, want to
wanna
work. He just wants to bang on the skull all day. Oh, okay. He he is going to shoot. Where is it?
Gonna shoot the shit with us.
Yeah.
He's there to talk. He wants to chat.
He's going to arcane burst you.
Is what burst?
Uh-huh. He's going to shoot 2 magic arcane bursts at Rand.
Yipes.
And before I announce my attack roll, just to set the scene for everybody who's listening, the cave itself is awash in a green glow from the emerald and the Whisperskull. It is just almost like the brightest nightlight you have, to where the closer you get, the brighter it is. It is just illuminating, giving the entire cavern room a green wash. The northern, which I should probably turn on Owlbear, huh? The northern gargoyle is shattered, and there's blood everywhere. It is no longer running down to the fire. The other 3 are still intact, and blood is still slowly trickling, although at this point impeded a bit by the Whisperskull. So the skull itself is white with the green emerald, but now has tinges of red. It's flowing around the skull, giving it a red base of the head. Father Baird has stood up straight and is pointing at Rand. Vok is just a little bit to the north of the left-hand gargoyle, and Axe is hiding because he is such a brave warrior in a
lot of shit, man.
in a little enclave, I guess you would call it, on the north side of the map.
He's gonna lob firebolts, stick his head out, and go, "Yeah, get him, Rand!" and then duck back behind the wall. That's about where he's at now.
Swirling around Rand and Father Baird and the Whisperskull are these ghastly, ghostly angels and demons. They're flickering, kind of Matrix style. To anybody that's looking at them, it's just a very haunting whirlwind cyclone of slow-moving ghosts. And the fog around them is whitish with a greenish tint. When it kind of flickers to that devilish look, the red and green mix to give a blackish tint to the entire circle. So every once in a while, it's just becomes so dark that what you see on the inside is becoming very difficult to see because you're in a dark cave, and with a black mixture, it makes it difficult. So you'll see this white green swoosh of ghosts swirling around the two, and then it'll just kind of disappear or become very, very dark, and you can just kind of see the silhouettes of Father Baird and Rand. The only light that you will see in that area is coming from the pit, where he was performing his ceremony. But the light doesn't necessarily seem to penetrate these ghosts, so it's not really doing anything to illuminate. You just see it. And so as Father Baird points his finger at Rand and fires his arcane burst, Rand ducks out of the way, and it explodes behind him. He rolled a 9 and missed. So if you'd like to roll, Rand, which way would you roll?
I would definitely roll kind of towards the outside, like that way.
So closer to the gargoyle to kind of get a little shelter.
Yep.
Give me shelter.
All right. So he misses you with his arcane blast. And I don't think he has any bonus actions from what I can tell. Everything seems to be in action, so I will say that he is going to move into fighting range with you.
That's fighting love.
And he is going to pick up the Whisperskull.
I love that all our references are so shared amongst us that we go to the same one every time. He's going to pick up the skull. Fuck.
He picks up the skull, and he's standing over you now.
Yikes.
Just looming over you. I'm not going to say that you're prone by diving. You're short enough to where you could kind of roll and pick yourself up. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to you.
He's not short. He's streamlined.
He's
designed for barrel rolls.
Designed for barrel rolls. Correct.
Literally, like we used to drink and then climb inside the casks and roll each other down the hill.
He weebles and he wobbles, but he does not fall down.
Exactly. Yep.
And plus, it's Royal Rumble weekend, so he learned how to kip up.
Oh, hey, how about that?
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what happened. And then, skeleton. There are no more skeletons. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Mushed.
They all went away.
So it's Axe's turn.
Hashtag no explosion.
Ooh, Jesus. I'm moving to here for 20 feet of movement. I'm going to fire off a firebolt at Father Baird. It's 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
For, Jesus, 2 damage. 2 fire damage.
With everything that's in the way, with Rand there, you're being extra careful to not hurt him. So you just kind of singe the outside of Father Baird's cloak, which
off
kind
his
of
shoulder.
which catches his hair on fire, which he quick pats out.
Then I'm gonna step with my last 5 feet of movement. Oh, this thing's destroyed anyways, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Gargoyle
gone.
Then I'm going to step with my last 5 feet. Let's see I move 20 feet here. I'm gonna go 5 feet that way. Trying to cut the angle down.
But 2 damage does require a concentration check by the priest.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
For his spirit guardians.
So it's a constitution check.
Is it a saving throw or a check?
Or yeah, saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Yep.
He doesn't have any What would his modifier be? Oh, it doesn't matter. He failed. He rolled a 4.
It would be his Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Plus his proficiency modifier if he was proficient in Constitution saves, which
he is not.
Priest, probably not.
So he rolled a 5, a 4 plus 1. So now
So he
those
fails. So
Spirit Guardians are gone.
Spirit Guardians are gone.
that was even better 2 damage than I thought it was.
Okay, good. You got rid of that.
Yeah. I had to figure out how to do it, but I got it.
So he gets hit and he gets singed, and it's just enough to distract him from keeping the ghosts and Spirit Guardians
turns and
up.
He turns and looks at Axe, and Axe does one of those things like, shit.
He turns and runs right
his attention now.
Axe runs right into the corner of the wall.
Yep.
His shoulder, like, oh, that's as far as I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're in the wall there.
So the Guardians are gone. And it is Rand's turn.
All right. I am on my feet, is what I heard.
You are on your feet.
So- And the priest is holding that skull.
Yep, and the priest, for everyone who's looking at him, does not look good. He looks very beaten, very, very battered and bruised.
All right. So, question: is the priest holding the skull like the Statue of Liberty? Does he have it in the Heisman, or is he like cradling it with his back to me?
He's got it in the I'm thinking the
Shakespeare.
the Shakespearean style. He's talking to it.
He
Couldn't
would
think of the
be
play. I was going for the play.
he would be holding it more Heisman, less arm and leg out, more just high and tight.
Okay.
He
I'm
fumbled
going-
too much in the game this week, and the coach
Yeah.
has him carrying it around.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna take my square hammer,
Yeah.
and I am going to attack, but I am intentionally hedging because I just want to knock this fool out so I can get that skull from him.
Okay, so if you do a lot of damage, if you're just trying to knock him out, assuming you hit, we can make that work.
Okay. That's the intent, and so I'll attack the priest with a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
So trying to be too ginger, and missed him entirely.
Rand, quit pulling your punches, man.
Yep.
I
So
don't wanna
you swing
Kill him.
you swing the hammer. You swing it from your left side, and by not recognizing that the gargoyle's bowl is there, you swing and you hit the actual bowl of the gargoyle, breaking that side and splashing blood on yourself.
Gross. Cool, though. Now I'm like,
You look like you fought in a
Kratos.
Dragon Age fight.
Yes. Yes.
all right. After that, I'm just gonna yell out, I don't know how to contain this guy. He's wily. And then my turn's over.
All right, then it's Vok's turn.
Seems more like he's the roadrunner and you're Wily.
As much fun as it would be to cast Ice Knife, I got some collateral damage in my path, so I'm going
It
to...
wouldn't be you that died.
Yeah, Ellie would be mad, though.
Probably.
I don't know what
Let's
would be
see.
worse, killing Rand or Ellie's wrath.
Well, let me see. I feel like Rand is very dexy, and I don't really want to get up in melee, so I'm going to cast Ice Knife at level 2.
Uh-oh.
So Ice Knife works as a dual effect here, so this is an attack on the priest. If it rolls, there it goes. Oh, 13 was a miss, wasn't it? Because I
Accurate.
rolled another 13.
13 is still not a hit.
All right.
Priest has
So
this like demonic protection.
so what happens then is hit or miss, the shard that I threw explodes, and the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw of 14,
Oh,
or they take 3d6 cold damage. So
fail.
Oh, that's a crit fail.
nice. So here is 3d6s. It's a 5 and a 6 and a 2. So 13. Lots of 13s today.
Yeah, that's your
so
lucky number.
13 cold damage
Oh,
to the two of them.
Are you trying to kill Father Baird, or are you just trying to? I suppose it doesn't matter because at this point, it was ice knives, right?
Yeah, the knife didn't stab him, but the exploding shards of ice did. I would not have been trying to pull punches at that point.
Describe your death kill.
Is it Rand or is it the priest?
I don't know. Is
Rand has like ice shards, like a pincushion all over his face.
he looks like a dog
in his
that
beard.
he looks like a dog that got into a fight with a porcupine.
And one piece like split his beard in twine. Like,
All right, I'll say missing him with the ice knife, like he saw it coming and kind of moved out of the way, but it hit a piece of the platform there and exploded, and he was not expecting it to ricochet back and kind of plastered the backside of, or the side that was not facing towards me.
And because he was holding the Whisperskull in his right arm, as he falls, he's going to fall backwards, and the Whisperskull is going to clatter a couple feet. Let's do this.
So you could take the priest and actually probably take him off the board at this point. Maybe.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, you can leave him on just for story's sake.
Yeah, move him and get the skull up from underneath.
I mean, we could heal him and bring him back up.
That's true. That is true. Yes.
Yep.
But
So-
There are some people that want to do such things. Vok is not one of them, apparently.
No.
Fox just glad he did some damage in this fight.
Vok was feeling pretty useless.
If he were Axe or Rand, he would have claimed victory and said, "Look what I did." Father Baird crumples to the ground. The Whisperskull clatters behind him into that opening, and we're out of fighting.
oof.
I need me a sandwich and a nap.
All right, how dark is it then with
So
Fox
with
does not have dark vision.
So the emerald itself has dimmed significantly. Now that Father Baird has collapsed. Give me a perception. Everybody roll me perception.
7. And like I said, I need a sandwich and a nap.
Also 7. Hungry for sandwich, need nappy.
The dice was a 7 for 13, so lots of 7s and 13s.
So, good numbers too.
All right, with sevens, you guys don't necessarily recognize that the ritual has been has collapsed. That the ritual has been severed. With a 13, you would notice, Vok, that the green light has dissipated significantly, and the what the hell's the name of the fire in the middle?
The brazier.
The brazier in the middle the fire has grown, so it's like a regular brazier now. So you have natural firelight versus that green tint hue of the emerald. It would appear to you with that 13 that the ritual has ended.
All right.
I look at the priest as I look at Father Baird's body laying there. Does he look like evil or demonic or anything like that? Like anything unnatural is taking him over?
No, he just even upon looking at his face, he looks like a normal person. He looks like, there's no glow about him. He doesn't look like he is possessed. He doesn't have any type of monstrous deformations or anything. It's just he just looks like a dead person.
Hey, Vok, you wanna heal? Can you bring him back?
The priest?
Yeah. I don't know. Are we trying to save him?
I
Gotta
mean,
be quick if we
That
are.
was the job, right? I mean, we got to do our job.
I was told we're just supposed to find him, and we found him.
Hang on a minute. Let me tie him up quick. You heal him.
All right. Within what, 18 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use healing word then,
Okay.
just so he doesn't get too many hit points.
Yep. I tie him up.
I was gonna say, if you want to control, if you just want to bring him conscious, but not wake him up, I can give him,
I was
one.
gonna say I suppose we could stabilize him with a medicine check.
Yeah, and just.
But you still need one. He'll still need hit points otherwise.
Yeah,
he
I was
will.
gonna say I can give him 1 hit point if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to actually wake him up.
No, I'll give him the 6 hit points that I rolled.
Okay.
He's
Wake
tied
him
up.
up before we go.
When he comes to, I'm watching the skull and him and seeing if there's any reaction to the skull.
He.
Like, thinking that may be what was possessing him or making him be evilish,
with
devilish.
with 6 hit points, he's still very weak. He rolls over and he's unaware for the first few seconds that he's shackled, and he tries to get up, and he's looking around, and he's trying to find.
Unless you're gonna ask him
something.
any questions, put a gag in his mouth so he reduce the number of spells he can cast.
You will never stop the Whisperskull. This will continue.
It's the skull, Father Baird, and I kind of slap his face, Father Baird.
And he's just looking at
Fight
you.
it. Fight it.
He's just looking at you.
Kick him in the nuts, Sam. Come on, X.
I go over and I go over to the skull and I kick the skull out of the way into the corner of this room, so it's not in his line of sight.
You're hoping he's just being possessed?
I'm hoping it's something with the range of the skull. Like if we get him far enough away from the skull, he'll come to. I think the skull is doing something to him.
Oh, you think he's innocent? He's being manipulated.
Yep.
You kick the skull, and his face instantly turns into the face of someone with absolute rage. And he kind of spats at you. You'll pay for that.
Exorcism.
Trying to give you a chance here, buddy.
Hey, I'm gonna go smash that skull.
And he starts.
Yeah,
Rand's
go
gonna
do that, Rand.
And he's
Rand's
just,
gonna walk over to the skull.
I'll stand
Yeah.
over him with a weapon ready to smack if he gives us any trouble.
I'm gonna swing my hammer at it.
yeah, you just with a giant swing of your hammer. I'm not going to make you roll for attack. It's just in the corner. It takes you 2 giant swings with all of your might before it shatters into 100 pieces. And after the second swing, when it finally shatters and everything kind of explodes outwards, more than it normally would if it was just a regular skull. Like you've smashed skulls before. Who hasn't, right?
Yeah, like Death Star smash. We're
Yeah.
talking.
But this one, pieces fly off the wall and
End up in your beard with
end
the
up
ice.
end up in your beard.
Makes sense.
You
Makes sense.
you get a little sliver up your nose.
And thus Rand has a pierced nose now.
Yep,
That used to be
We're
somebody.
ringing that, Rand.
Well,
all the way through.
it's like my grandma's house.
Jesus. Somebody put that in as a title. And the emerald itself is laying there, and after being smashed, it is no longer in the skull. The light dies in it. So now
Anything
it looks
happened with Mother Baird at that point?
like a normal emerald. Father Baird, the first shot of the hammer, he screams in pain, and after the second shot, he passes out.
Heart still beating?
I don't know. You gonna check?
Yeah.
Doc, is he still alive?
Medicine check. When I see him pass out, medicine check him. Check him pulse.
He's fine.
Vitals and listen for breathing.
All right, roll a medicine check.
Oh.
He's fine. 18.
15.
Yeah. Yep. It's easy to see his chest is moving up and down with an 18 and a 15. You don't have to really do anything. You just look at him. He's like, yeah. He just looks like a passed out person now. He's breathing. You can kind of see his eyes fluttering. You know.
Gather him up. I potato sack him over my shoulder and say, "Let's go."
Do you guys want a short rest before we go?
Yeah.
Can Rand pick up that emerald?
Yeah. You
Wow,
can add,
that's a pretty rock.
you can add a giant, I don't know, large emerald to your.
Cool.
Typically, I always just for like precious stones, it's a emerald worth whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Emerald worth 200 gold.
Cool.
He may not know it's worth 200 gold yet, but
Yeah,
he
that's
can
why I
give it
was kind of.
And then you can have fun things with appraisals, like you have a crooked guy that, like, you get the player understanding how much it's worth. But
Creature in the world, though, has a general sense of value of their
True.
world. So.
yeah,
All right. So.
All right. Short rest, and I would like to use some hit dice.
short rest. I don't need to use hit dice, but I need.
Yeah, I'm practically dead, so.
Yeah, those daggers didn't do Rand any justice.
I needed my. Let's see. I got no spell slots back, but I did get my favored by the. I don't get my sorcery. Oh no, those are all. I am spent, guys. I have my favored by the gods. That's all I got back.
So you spend the next hour watching over Father Baird. He looks like he's dreaming. His eyes are fluttering. Every once in a while he's making like those groaning, whimpering sounds, like a dog that's dreaming.
Yeah, kick in the leg.
Yep.
Dreaming about chasing a rabbit.
Yep. Chasing about, playing with bone.
I do not untie him because
Skulls.
his last MO was hostility still. So
Okay.
until he comes to and he is peaceful, I will keep him tied up.
Yeah, he's out. He's not
All right.
waking up anytime soon.
I can transform into something and to drag him along if we need to.
Do you want to be I mean, I can throw him over my shoulder. I mean, how heavy is he?
I mean, he's
Not too heavy.
He's a bigger guy. He's definitely taller than you. He's probably like 160 pounds.
But
You
he
know,
doesn't have anything on him, like equipment.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, he's not carrying anything. It's just him
I mean,
that you know.
I mean,
I'm
I'm 5'2" and weigh 180. So I mean, and
Are
I
we
have
still-
I have a strength of 14. So
in the priest cavern, or did we start to move yet?
You're still
we're
there.
still in this cavern. We
We're-
haven't started to move yet.
Yeah, is there something you wanted to do in here yet, or?
Is there something that? So I'm gonna say, there's one of these bowls by the other door. Should we check it out?
You got anything to keep some of that blood in?
Well, I don't know. Just take a piece of this fountain.
Yeah, are the bowls detachable from the statues? Or is it built into the stone?
Or can
There's a
we break
couple.
the brazier in the middle and dump the fire and coals out of it and put some blood in it? Can we snap the bowl off carefully without hang on a minute, because I am, let's see, where's my description? Oh no,
Should have brought a sleeve of red solo cups.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. That would have been a good
Obviously.
idea.
Yeah, Ellie should be giving those out instead of healing potions.
So
Red
obvious.
Solo cups. I suddenly want to make a magical item that is a solo cup healing spell. Like a healing potion. Like a never ending, like it's just your base level healing potion that
Once a
always
day.
refills in a red solo cup.
And it
Once a
fills
day.
with a random drink or dip. So like, oh holy shit, buffalo chicken dip. All right.
Oh man, I love me some buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, I'm hungry now. Oh.
All right, so the
All right, so,
just by looking at the gargoyles, that's all one piece. There's, I mean,
all right.
you could try to detach one and chip and break it off.
Okay.
It's not a small
wait.
bowl though. It's not. It's,
I have an iron pot in
Hey,
my
how about that?
backpack.
Let's carry some of that blood to the other thing and open the other door.
Sounds good. I haven't needed it for anything else except a privy. So
Well,
It's
and
clean,
it'll
right?
make your next stew taste delicious.
yeah, so let's fill that pot with blood then.
All right.
Head back to the door.
Yep.
Axe, you got him?
Yep. Over my
Good.
shoulder.
Can I do one more thing first before we leave? Maybe during or after the short rest here. Just look around for any like treasure chests or anything that would very obviously be some value.
in this,
Blowing up alcoves
and
and rooms.
just in
Yeah, and it just peeking around all the corners and nooks and crannies
An
to
area
make sure
check.
there's not like a pile of treasure somewhere.
yeah. Roll an investigation.
It is 0.
Yeah.
0.
You look in the corner that you're sitting, where everybody's gathered. You look in that corner, and you see nothing but dirt and rocks, and you decide that it is not worth searching the entire cavern.
Hey guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Sounds good to me. I'm already over by. I've already got the Father Baird, and I'm over here.
Right.
I'm just gonna throw Father Baird in the garbage for now.
Yep. Yeah,
Shit,
go
I
ahead.
made him huge.
He is ginormous.
All right.
You can just move yourself all the way back to
Yeah.
spot one.
All right. Yeah, is there anything special in the? Oh, there's those other two priests down here too.
My God,
we-
where the fuck?
They found their way out, I thought.
Yeah, they were gonna
They
try
were
and
going
get their
to,
way out.
yeah.
Yep. So
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
if you want to go that way and make sure they're gone,
Yeah. Yeah. Are they still there, or are they gone? We'll go that way.
We'll go through that
Okay.
area.
I moved
Like,
one.
boop,
blue.
boop, 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 boop,
yeah,
boop, boop.
you pass through that area and you see drag marks and you see they're not there. They're gone.
Okay.
And you see footprints and drag marks. It looks
Ah.
as if one of the priests had the other priest around the shoulders, and the other priest was just kind of being dragged along. They're no longer down there.
Well, I hope they made it out all right.
I suppose they had an hour while we short rested, so that
Otherwise,
makes sense.
who's gonna tell everybody how great we are?
Well, I'm
Wait.
assuming you're gonna do that.
I can only tell that story so many times, like 15 or 16 times a day.
Just gotta find a bard. Bard back at that bar where where
Oh.
that Ellie works. Yeah.
I'll pour the blood from the pot into the bowl on the door.
There was that Dragonborn that did all the dancing stuff. Maybe if we tell him, he can do like that cool story type stuff with our adventure.
As you do so,
Or not Dragonborn, Tiefling. Sorry, god damn it.
I don't know if he ever came
the
down
fact
here.
that Crixus was a Tiefling out of my mind. I keep thinking he's a Dragonborn, and I don't know why. God damn it.
as you pour the blood into the bowl, you see this shimmering you almost think it's a globe, but it's brief. It's like a second, and the whole the whole wall, the whole door that it's on, slowly swings inward, revealing.
Make the whole door shimmer.
Yep. Revealing.
Yeah, like,
Really?
A hallway.
A new car.
Open in front of you is a hallway where there is another hallway at the end to the right.
Axe shrugs and walks in. Cool.
Yeah, it's the door.
And as you come around the corner, there is a greenish light at the far end.
Oh shit. Axe says oh shit and sets the priest down in the corner.
Which looks like an altar. And there's a figure standing behind the altar.
Oh, Jesus.
Why don't you guys roll perception checks?
It landed on the 1 and just stayed there. 7 total.
23.
John? Or
5.
Axe? 5?
5.
So Vok and
You
Axe.
explain what you explain what Rand sees. I know how I'm gonna react.
Vok and Axe are concerned, extremely concerned about this. Rand, on the other hand, looks down and gives an audible sigh, like a sigh of relief.
Shoot a firebolt at it. I'm
Roll
that
an-
nervous.
Roll an
That'll
attack.
be
Roll an attack.
21.
21 hits. Roll damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
That's a full blast, full firebolt.
So you fire blast, and as Rand is studying what is a skeleton in priest's robes that has been propped up behind an altar, it just explodes in a ball of fire. Like robe is on fire.
Good.
You see
That's easy.
You see shards of bone bouncing off the walls, and something, Rand, with your high perception, something glittery bounces off the back wall.
Whoa, what's that all about?
Well, this is an enemy. He's gonna attack us.
I'm pretty sure he's dead already.
He is now.
Alright. Can I go just
That's a
search
close
through
one,
that?
Rock.
Like I'm headed down here to the altar to check it out then.
Yep.
Unless it's too hot.
As you walk past those, you walk down the hallway, there are inset spaces where priest skeletons are all propped up. They're skeletons wearing robes. It looks like they have been placed there as guards, or they were guards at one point. However, they're priests, so what would they be guarding?
Yeah.
Great point. I'm gonna search this altar.
I am not walking down this hallway. The second I see there's a skeleton in one of those alcoves, I am like looking at each skeleton as I go down and kind of ready with firebolt. Anything moves unnaturally.
Around the... So, why don't you roll investigation, just a general investigation
Yeah, sure.
check. Everybody who is going to be searching for stuff.
I'm
I'm
just looking down these alcoves. I have a
The
17.
niner.
Okay. As you walk down, John, or Axe, as you are...
Ooh. 16.
Oh,
Nice.
you're walking past them, Axe, and you see around the neck of each one of the priests is a amulet. Each one has a silver or goldish amulet. You're not quite, you can't quite tell what kind of material it is.
Can
But
I
it
make
has-
a religion check? for
Sure.
What's on them?
Sure.
Do I recognize what they are? Is that
Well, roll
15?
religion. 15? Yeah, let me find the exact.
wording of what they are?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it is. You recognize it as a relics or symbols of the Azarumian sorcerers who used to raise undead armies.
Oh shit!
Right. You
Wow.
recognize that?
They were more or
Yeah.
less a cult of sorcerers.
Guys. These skeletons might come to life. Just saying. And then I relay what these medallions are on them. I mean, the sorcerers used to wear these, but they dealt with undead like stuff. So I don't know if that was. I'm not sure if the necklaces raised the things from the dead, or the necklaces were the things they used to control the undead. But
I'll tell you, burning this whole place to the ground sounds like a pretty great idea suddenly.
yeah, I agree. Kind of spent though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Fire bolts only go so far against stone.
What's your history, John? What's your passive intelligence
My history?
or whatever?
No, let's see. My history is a -1. My passive intelligence is 9.
Why didn't you roll me a history check?
History check. 11.
Okay, somewhere in the back of your mind, you have this, like the Azarumian sorcerers. You know that they're a cult. You know that they're some kind of religious fanaticals. But as Azarum, like there's a little something in the back of your mind, like you read something somewhere. Somebody told you a story about the Azarum Empire. That's all you know.
All right. Yeah, these things might come alive, guys.
Rand, what did you have for investigation?
What did I have?
I felt like you
for
had a 9 or something, right?
That Rand was a 9. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Vok had a
go-
16.
You go up to the altar and you're looking around and you see on the altar some tipped over goblets, some tipped over extinguished candelabras, some candle holders, not ornate, nothing extravagant. The cup itself is gold. And there's bone and everything. You do have, if you want to roll one more investigation check with advantage, you did see something flash when the skeleton exploded.
Well, I just rolled a 19 with the 20.
Okay.
-1. So.
Yeah. So from where you're standing, do you do anything with the altar at all, or do you just?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that I grab the cup, hoping that it's a solo cup of Limitless dip, and then I'm also just going to whatever I saw shining. I think I'm gonna try to push the altar so I can get a better glimpse at it.
All right. You go to the altar and you put a hand on it because you're short, so you have to kind of reach over to grab the cup, and as you touch the altar, your whole body just kind of goes numb. Like it doesn't hurt. It feels like. Okay. How many of you have smoked weed before?
Are we supposed to raise hands on stream? Is that the?
So, when you have that really good body buzz, but it doesn't affect your mind, like you just feel relaxed and you have that really solid body tingle, that's what you feel. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't do anything. It's just you have this solid body tingle. And
That's
upon
the
grabbing,
point at which my anxiety takes over, and then it's no longer fun for me.
yeah. and then you say something about the cops are coming, and then it's you get all paranoid and you go hunker in the corner for the next 6 hours. You grab the cup, and as you back away from the altar and you take your hand off, from the tip of your head to your toes, the tingling goes away.
Wow, that's weird.
And then with your 1920 investigation, you instantly see the glittering object against the back wall. You go over and you pick it up, and you notice that it is the same symbol as the other. Well, you wouldn't know this, but it is. Well, why don't you roll a religion check?
Was this another amulet like the other ones had?
It is only a 3.
It's just a holy symbol.
Pick it up, you shrug, put it in your pocket.
Yep. If it's even shiny at all, I'm thinking, sell
Gotta be
this
worth
to
something.
some sucker.
Yep, it is. You can say it's a shiny necklace worth 50 gold.
Cool.
Did you take the cup too?
Yeah, he
Yep.
has the cup.
Okay.
The cup is worth 5 gold.
Unless it is a cup of limitless dip, and then priceless.
And then all bets are off.
We will identify that at the bar.
Maybe it'll be my new pimp cup.
Just walk around. All you need is a cane, and you'll be fine.
Dang, how about a bag of chips?
Yeah, right. Yeah. You suddenly
Bag of
are.
chips, one arm dipped in the other.
Yeah, you're suddenly really hungry after touching the altar.
And then then I just need like a cool nickname that starts with SL, like slick or slim or slippery.
Slimy,
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. Yep.
slimy Rand and his chip patrol or something.
Here's the title. Put that in there. All right.
Yeah. I was thinking just Rand has the munchies. Anyway.
Is there anything else you would like to do in this chamber?
Leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the player in me sees that S and is like,
Yeah.
I should be doing something, but
Rand is in
Axe
a
was-
state of paranoia that Axe is in a state of paranoia that these skeletons are going to come to life. So he's eyeing the door.
Axe
Rock-
was searching the bodies, though. Did he find anything down those corridors?
Was he actually searching the bodies? I thought he said he was just walking past.
No, I was looking at
He
each.
was
I was
close
looking
enough to see the amulet, right?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking at each of the skeletons, making sure they weren't coming to life.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was prepped firebolt analyzing them, so I don't know.
I
if
gotcha. I thought you were
anything
just
on
walking
the one
past.
in this alcove. No.
Okay.
Vok hasn't been sober this long for as for a long time, so he's kind of
Has the shakes.
yeah.
So when you're investigating or looking through these bodies, you're not finding anything of importance. You know, there's amulets. If you want to take the amulets, go ahead. I mean, that's up to you. You think they may be worth something. They might not be. Not sure.
I carefully try and remove the amulet from the one I'm standing in front of.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh boy. 17.
Blade of hand.
Yeah, you're able to reach around, and you notice that there is
I gave the skeleton a reach around?
you give the skeleton a reach around, and you undo its clasp.
Yeah.
Cue the
getting
sexy
hot.
music. And you are able to undo the clasp and take. Are you doing that with all of them or just one?
Just the one.
Okay. And it's the one you're standing in front of?
Yes.
Okay. You notice behind it there is a inset an inset gap, for lack of better words. It looks like a man-made inset, probably 2 or 3 inches in height, 2 or 3 inches in width.
Take my,
Oval sized.
Take my staff and I just poke it.
The whole building comes tumbling down. No, nothing happens.
I did it! Run!
Nothing
Mission
happens.
accomplished.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
That's weird. The Masons
guys.
must have forgot a brick on this one.
Guys, I think we should get out of here pretty quick.
Yeah, I
This
think that's a good
asshole's
idea.
still on fire, and
That's a good idea. I turn and look.
gotta-
Is the priest still sitting in the corner? Father Baird still sitting in the corner?
Yeah, he's out.
Good.
He's still there.
All right. Axe has no hesitation to grab Father Baird and start moving towards the exit. He's jumpy. He still thinks those skeletons are going to come to life.
All right. So everybody is good, and everybody's good down here.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. So
Yep.
you pick him back up. You sling him over your shoulder and you go back to the well, and we call it a well. It looks like a well, but there are stairs that go up, and as you you have to add yourself back to this. All right, you make your way back up to the church itself. Make your way down the hallway into the bedroom where you fought the ghasts and ghouls, and back into the church proper. You
Are
see
the bodies of the ghasts and ghouls still there? Or
No,
did
they
things
have-
get cleaned up?
that they have been removed. The priests have been hard at work while you were downstairs doing your business. And the dwarf, Father Tybalt Throgsden, if you remember correctly, is kneeling at the altar praying. He hears you enter the church, and as you look left and right, as you enter that main church, you see some of the acolytes, some of the priests also praying. There's only a couple of them. The ones that you saved are not there. These are 2 other ones that were in the church when the fighting had started. And Father Tybalt rises and looks at you, surveys all 3 of you, and sees the body on your shoulder, looks at Axe and says, "Is he alive?"
Yes. When he was last conscious, he was still hostile, though. He may need some exercising.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. He's either evil or a freaking nutcase. Either way, he's your problem.
He might have been possessed. You want him on his bed?
The two priests that were praying come and take Father Baird from you and bring him back into the room and lay him on the bed. You don't see them lay him on the bed, but you can just assume that they bring him into that room. And Father Tybalt comes down the altar stairs, or the altar stairs, and addresses you all. Thank you for bringing him back alive. We shall mend him. We shall tend to him. Hopefully, he will come back to us as he was.
You may want to fill that well in with concrete and leave that stuff down there. That's some bad juju.
What did you find?
This. And he pulls out the medallion. A bunch of people with wearing these that they're skeletons now. There was like an acid pit with like a thing, and there was like an altar with blood, and Father Baird was trying to summon something I don't know. He brought about this weird, like, his spirit guardians, I think that's what they were, are fucked up. Like they aren't necessarily angels, but they were like demons, but then they were angels again. And then yeah.
Tybalt raises an eyebrow, gives you the people's eyebrow like.
And we fought them all. There were some skeletons, maybe a dragon. I'm not even sure. We were just smashing and smashing and smashing.
There's nothing left down there, like, alive. If you want to go look around, go look around. Take a torch. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, and there were like two more priests. Did they come through here?
Yes, they came up, and they are being tended to.
Okay.
At the local hospital.
Did you have any priests go missing? Like,
yes.
frequently in your past?
Just recently, we have had several.
There is a body of water down there that had like skeletons in it, like and the burns on the other priest's legs. That's why I say water.
Fuzzy water.
Yeah, it stings. Oh,
Clearly Canadian water.
Yes. Clearly Canadian
Callback.
water.
Thank you for this information. That is very, very disturbing. We'll have to look into that.
I would investigate and then I would seal it up, honestly.
And if you're still holding that amulet, Tybalt would reach out and kind of hold it in his hand and
give it to him.
hold it up and look at it and kind of turn it back and forth and hand it back to you and say, beware to whom you show this to. This is not a peaceful
He does
symbol.
not reach out. Axe does not reach out to take it back. You can keep it.
That may be a wise choice. And Father Tybalt...
I don't want it. There's gonna be trouble. I don't want it. You can keep it.
Axe.
What?
Don't give it to that asshole. We can sell it. It's gotta be
grab
worth
it then.
something. I already have one.
Vok, take the necklace.
Vok will take the necklace.
And Tybalt
Axe is completely
kinda
paranoid about this stuff.
tilts his head and hands it over to Vok so you can add that to your inventory. And
What is it called when you have a phobia of the undead?
Necrophobia?
Necrophobia, probably? Yeah, that's...
Probably. I think necrophobia would be fear of the dead, not necessarily the undead, but...
Unnecrophobia?
Necrophobia? Yeah. He's got a case of it, whatever it is.
Yeah. Tybalt reaches into his he has a big
Comes and goes.
oh Jesus Christ. He reaches into a giant pouch that he has on his side and pulls out 3 little sacks, and he tosses one to each of you and says, here, for your troubles, this is 150 gold a piece.
Oh, I caught it. I snatched it out of the air.
Wait, what
Nat
was it?
20.
150 gold.
Yes.
This
For
means more
everybody?
to us. Yep,
Each.
each. This means more to us than you can imagine.
Yeah, this means quite a bit. Also, it means 150 gold in my pocket. Thanks a lot.
So what do you do? Are you gonna hang out in church for a bit? You gonna pray?
Yeah. Head back and tell Ellie the good news that the church is still
Yeah.
standing.
Yep. head back to the belching dragon and find a room and collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
after talking to Ellie.
wash my hands in the holy water. Just got blood all over it and stuff.
Eh,
Yeah.
Before you actually do that, Father Tybalt would yell at you. He sees you reaching your hands for the water, and he says, "Do not, if you know what is good for you."
A mage hand with a ruler comes over and just slaps your hands before they even.
Oh man. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do just to wash my hands around here? Ah, guy.
Just have to ask, and we will provide you with water.
You and your ridiculous rules. I don't got time for that. I'm famous. We're out of here.
And Tybalt, he just looks at you like unbelieving that just happened, and ushers you out. He escorts you out.
Jeez.
I like to think that Rand storms out, being frustrated he can't wash his hands. Axe kind of nods and follows him, and then Fox is just kind of like, sorry? It walks up back.
Jeez. We battle skeletons and dragons and everything to help you out.
As you're yelling that, as you walk down the steps, the door slams behind you.
I could still burn it down, Rand.
As we're walking back, I forgot to do this during the short rest, so I'll do it while we're walking. I'll kind of, now that he's had some time to, wake up a little bit, adventure, he's gonna tell the, talk a little bit about himself to Axe and Rand to kind of let him know where he is in life, and he's gonna show him a little note that he has from his daughter, and kind of say like he's been looking for his daughter for a while. He got a letter from her like a year ago, and hasn't heard from her since. And he could read it to them. It says, "Everything is going great here. My friends and I are living large, as the city kids say. Silene has a lead on a big score just waiting to be collected. And get this, it's on a snowy peak, just like back home. After this, I should have enough to make a trip back to the Dale. So maybe see you soon. Take care of yourself. Your daughter, Runa."
Nice. Oh, yay, Jeff. Oh, I love it.
So Vok is kind of feeling like, hey, Axe and Rand, they might be screw ups, but they're my kind of screw ups. So maybe these are my people.
That's fucking cool. you wanted to just grab that thread and run with it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, I created Vok. I mean, 2 years ago when we first started this. So finally got to use him. So
That's
nice.
Now we'll see where he goes. We got another level here.
Well, for now, you go back to the Belching Dragon. You walk into the bar. Ellie, she's behind the bar. It's kind of a quiet time. It's between lunch and dinner. It's you spent a few hours over at the church, and it's kind of a quiet time for the bar. So she's able to attend to you right away. Pulls out 3 tankards, fills them, puts them on the bar, motions for you to come and sit. And as you're sitting down, she says, "I didn't hear anything about a church collapsing. I'm going to chalk that up as a win. Thank you. This is on us. This is on the house."
We should have. There's some evil shit in the basement, I tell ya.
She just raised an eyebrow and says, I can imagine. And that's going to be the end of this module.
Can I ask Ellie if any messages have come for me yet?
No messages yet. But I will let you know if something arrives for you.
Okay. Chug.
Chug, chug, chug. And that is actually perfect timing because we are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. You guys can level up.
I was thinking we'd do that quick.
Yeah,
Before
we got a
we
couple minutes.
close on the show. We have a few minutes. It does not take long to do, although 4 is
Awesome.
kind of a big level.
Yeah, 5's an easy one for me. It's so Vok will take another level of Druid, and that's just extra hit points and third level spells. He gets 1, 2 for his circle spells are water breathing and water walk, and 1 extra spell. I'll have to pick 1. But that's what I'm choosing for Vok.
I actually got to look at something. You got ability score improvement or feat, and I think
We'll be getting a long rest before we continue.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, just for the purposes of hit points and things.
back to this.
So just as reference between this module and next module, there will be like a 2-week delay, like a 2-week interval from
Okay.
the end of this to the
Alright.
beginning of the next one.
All right.
Let's see.
Well, so I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah, go for
Moving up to level 4 doesn't do too much for me. It's an ability improvement or a feat. Next level, level 5, I'll get my extra attack, which is really huge for my character.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do at this time, I need 1 more Constitution to really raise my hit points. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a feat Dwarven Fortitude. It gives me that 1 extra Constitution bump, and it allows me to dodge during combat and use a hit die to heal myself as I do that. I
Oh,
don't
wow.
have a lot of ways to heal myself, so it's kind of random, but it could come in handy if I get myself into trouble. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I got my ability score improvements. I'm going to bump my charisma 1 to get me to a +3 modifier, which is kind of awesome. And then I'm going to bump my intelligence 1 so that I don't have negative rolls. I hate negative rolls as a player. If you look at 90% of my characters, their base level, their weak stat, or their dump stat is 10. Because I just don't like rolling the dice and having to subtract from it. I can roll the dice and take the number that's there, but rolling the dice and subtracting from it feels bad to me. So, and both of those are odd numbers, so it gets me to a 0 modifier on my intelligence roll and a 16, so a +3 on my charisma, which is
Yay,
good
you're no
because
longer a
that's high.
dummy.
Yeah.
You're smart as Vok.
Sorcerers are charisma casters, so having the +3 modifier will help all around.
You do get to learn another spell too,
Yeah, I gotta go.
and another cantrip.
Oh, I get another cantrip. Oh, fun.
So I know druids can change their spells every day, but the one that Vok will be probably using is Tidal Wave.
Let's see. And I don't get any higher spell slots. So it is a higher level spell slot. So it's still 1 and 2 spells. Ooh. Anyone have? I've kind of gone with like fire themed here. I'm looking at cantrips.
I have Produce Flame.
Do I do green flame blade? That'd be fun.
I have my fire
I don't
rune,
want
which is
to
pretty
know.
cool.
Does Green Flame Blade require you to attack with a
Melee
blade?
weapon. Yeah, melee weapon. I don't want melee weapons. I don't want to be close to people. What is lightning lure? That's interesting. Tom, you can take us out of here. I'm just looking at spells at this point because that's the last of my leveling. So. No, I don't want lightning lure.
I don't know if he heard you or not.
I could take Mage Hand.
All right. What was that thing you said that I didn't hear?
I said you can take us out of here. I'm just choosing spells at this point. So
All right, good deal. We are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, including next week. We should be here, unless somebody has something happening.
it should be good.
Follow us everywhere, twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM, to watch us live. Show titles. You can vote on show titles when you watch us live. That is a perk. That is a fun thing. Also, you can chat to us while we're doing it. We have taken advice from people in the chat as we're actually playing the game. It does make this show more fun to have the interaction. So give us a follow. Get notified when the show goes live. We're on Twitter, patreon.com/2nerds1quest if you would like to support us. If you'd like to support us, give the show a review and a rating wherever you get your podcast from. Podcast comes out Wednesday mornings. We would love to hear your feedback. We'd love to hear what you have to say about the show. Watch the replays on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel where literally every single one of our shows lives. Leave comments there. Give them a thumbs up. Yeah, we'd love to have some more interaction with you guys. bit.ly/OurFunDiscord to join our Discord and get the links to all of our shit. With that being said, peace we out, bitches, for me, for Genius, for Cooch, and for JC. We'll catch you next week.
I think one of these spells is going to be Witch Bolt.
Which one?
With Witch Bolt is very good because every spell slot I use above the first adds another D12.
All right, let's vote on some show titles. I have a heart out pretty quick here, so
Okay.
if you are in chat,
Have a
go
heart
to
into your mom. Ah.
hey, go
a
to
hard game.
tommnorm.showbot.tv. Vote on titles. I'll read some of these titles out, or I'll read all the titles out. We have Full Circle on Your Mom. Speaking of cute eye, Just Want to Bang on the Skulls All Day. Wily E. Priest. Cool Blood Face Paint. Split the Beard and Twine. Hungry for Sandwich. Need Nappy. Tastes Like Grandma's House. Solo Cup of Limitless Dip. Slimy Rand and the Chip Patrol. A band I would love to play guitar for. Unnecrophobia. It Comes and Goes. Those are some great titles.
That's pretty good. We had a good day of funniness.
Yeah.
Oh, which means it's a tough one.
Oh man, I voted for my 3.
I voted 1.
Oh, that was a good session.
Yeah, that was fun. You guys are funny. You make me laugh.
Good stuff. I think if we got 2 weeks, Vok is going to try to wean himself off the juice so he can be a little more productive.
Wheezing the juice? Wean in the juice?
Wean juice. That's what we want.
That would have been a good title.
Wiener juice.
Ooh, we have 2. Tastes Like Grandma's House and Solo Cup of Limitless Dip. If you are in chat, go vote if you haven't. Otherwise, I know which one I'm taking.
Uh-oh. Do it, do it, do it.
And a big thank you to Crazy Cooch, Ryan Kukta, for doing the titles while I am busy.
Yeah, you guys are killing it out here. I want to recognize that.
All right, I'm going to go with Solo Cup of Limitless Dip.
Nice.
Love it.
That's gonna be our title.
Weston McKinney is going to sign with Leeds United, which means Leeds United's midfield will be Weston McKinney, Tyler Adams, and Brendan Aronson. An English Premier League team with an American coach and a midfield of all Americans. Fucking love it.
We are gonna
That is
raid
awkward.
Brian Dunaway.
Raid.
So, if you are in chat, raid. We're going to raid Brian Dunaway. Give him a follow. Give him a like. He's a cool, funny guy. And I gotta do this, and this, and this, and this. And it looks like he is doing some retro stuff. So,
Yay.
thanks everybody for watching us today. We'll catch you next week.
Boomtown, get him.
Boom.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat. Biggity
Super
boom.
Bowl will be decided today.
So, I know Ryan, you mentioned level 5, you get a second attack, but are we planning on going that far, or are we stopping after this next one? So that's the question for Axon, Rand, and Vok.